Hello, everyone. Welcome to the EOS Hot Sauce, episode number 149. I hope that you're all having a wonderful day out there. I hope everybody's feeling excited about EOS. I am. I'm Dan Singjoy, your host, and we have very exciting topics to share with you today. So we're going to talk about the EOS dApp map and much more. So let's get started. The first topic will be the EOS dApp map, and then we'll talk about the Trust EVM updates, the EOS community fireside chats, EOSIO coalition report, weekly Mandel upgrade meetings, Wordproof appointing a new CEO, Vigor 2.0, big news all around in the EOS ecosystem this week. Also the EOS ETP now being listed, and the Helios Q1 report. So the first topic that we'll discuss today is the EOS dApp map, which is a beautiful dApp map that the EOSBee just released an updated version, which shows many apps in the EOS ecosystem and building with EOS. So I definitely would check this out and check it out. Spend a while just exploring this app. It's super cool. So yeah, it's super cool. It shows many really amazing applications building on EOS, and it's really exciting. The EOSBees, if you're not familiar with the EOSBees, they're an awesome grassroots community and doing marketing and all sorts of outreach for the EOS community, coordinating with over 13 languages to show the world how EOS will help. And they've released this before. This is the updated version. The infographic was created by Charles Arroyo Bishop, who's an amazing artist and a community leader of EOSBees France, the French Hive. And he's passionate about fractal democracy and about empowering communities with EOS. He's also a communications leader with EOS Support. And he's also the founder of Bishop Creations, and he makes really cool art too. This is one about EOS Support here, where you can see they're like going around in space. So yeah, it's really awesome, really exciting. And then you could check out lots of 3D and 2D creations on his website there. I actually had the pleasure to meet Charles for the first time during the Fractal meeting this week, and it was really great to meet him. I'm a huge fan of his work. I love seeing the EOS dApp map in the first quarter, or rather the fourth quarter last year, and all of his amazing art. So it was super cool meeting with him, and everybody can meet amazing EOS community members like Charles at the weekly Fractally stand-up meetings every Saturday at 12 noon Eastern time. You can also check out Charles Bishop's awesome art on his NFT collection on Atomic Hub. He has really cool art with Eden and EOS and so many different beautiful things that are going on in the EOS ecosystem that you could check out. Definitely recommend it. I don't know how he makes all this amazing art, and I love to see him featuring EOS and fractal democracy and all the amazing applications in the EOS ecosystem, and working with the EOSBees, of course, doing incredible work. The EOSBees sold the limited edition exclusive one-of-one EOS dApp ecosystem Q1 NFT to raise funding to help create more amazing content for EOS and further promote EOS and get the word out about all these amazing apps. Then it's categories into fintech apps and social media apps and different platforms like funding platforms like the ENF and Fractally and Helios and Pomelo and EOS Starter and Anchor wallets. There's so many here that I could go on and on, but of course, check it out. The link's in the description. There's also a high resolution version that is a PDF version with clickable links. So you can click on each one and see all the amazing apps in the EOS ecosystem. And this is an excellent resource to both check out and explore to learn more about the EOS ecosystem, and also share with friends too, because it's really beautiful and it's really well organized, and it has a great high level overview of so many amazing apps. So check that out. Here's the higher resolution video one. I don't know if I can zoom in on the video here. I'd love to show you like some really zoomed in versions, but it's super cool. Check it out for yourself. And then also check out the EOSBees on YouTube too. The EOSBees have a burgeoning YouTube channel that they've been publishing a lot of really great content about EOS. They recently did a great interview with Vincent from EOS Nation, and lots of talks about Fractally. So check that out. I love to see all the amazing art and content that the EOSBees are making, and it's really cool to see. So yeah, there's lots of amazing apps here thanks so much to the EOSBees, and thanks so much to Charles Bishop for making this. And of course, thanks to everybody in the EOS ecosystem for taking part in this beautiful EOS ecosystem that we have and building all these amazing apps and working with all these amazing teams in EOS. I see lots of comments in the chat from Soa, Yevon, Tran, Andres, hi, hola, Justin Freeman. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Thanks for all the enthusiasm. You can find the map at the links in the description. There's a tweet from the EOSBees that is linked there, which I recommend retweeting to help spread the word. And then also in that tweet, there is linked a high resolution PDF version. So that's where you can find it. And yeah, definitely share it. Also share this video too. Share this video and like it, because with all these amazing apps in the EOS ecosystem and all this amazing art and content creation and work and so forth, there's so many great things that the world doesn't know about, but really should know about and really needs to know about. And so share the EOS dApp map with the tweet in the description, and share this video and like it, and share with friends to help everybody understand all the amazing apps and teams and developments in the EOS ecosystem. And back to the chat, Oscar, what's up? And Veronica, hello. Yes, mind blowing how many cool things there are. Hello, Yana. I hope that EOS fam is doing great today. I'm excited to be here, and I love all the enthusiasm. Hey, Ian. Hey, Oscar. And I agree, Oscar. Bishop's 3D work is amazing and very underappreciated. I feel like, I mean, a lot of people appreciate Bishop's art very much, and I do, but I feel like a lot more people will be appreciating and noticing it soon, because when we spread just amazing things like this, there'll be a lot more people realizing how many, one, great apps there are in the EOS ecosystem, and then the incredible work that Bishop and the Bees are doing. So that's awesome. Thanks so much to everybody for participating in that, and the EOSBees and Charles and the EOS ecosystem. And on to more updates about the EOS ecosystem. Many, many more updates. In addition, I don't think that this is on the dApp map yet, because this is a new development that just happened within the past 2 weeks or so. So maybe they added it, but I didn't see it there yet. The new development is the Trust EVM. So if you've been watching for the past couple of weeks, we featured the Trust EVM, which is like a really monumental release that will be hugely beneficial for EOS and the world as a whole. If you're not familiar with the Trust EVM, it's an Ethereum virtual machine that's based on the EOS network, which offers a turnkey solution, makes it really, really easy for developers to operate their apps on a fully Ethereum compatible blockchain while enjoying all the benefits, the high throughput, the extremely high throughput, scalability, composability, security, and reliability from EOS. There is some really great information. There's a great video here that the Trust EVM team put together and the ENF team put together. So the ENF, well, EOS, obviously, it's the most performant blockchain in the world. It has half-second block times and over 10,000 transactions per second. So it's orders of magnitude more powerful than other EVMs, and it can completely revolutionize the blockchain ecosystem, the world, and make profound benefits for all kinds of use cases like GameFi and DeFi. There's lots of articles here that we went over, so we won't go over it here too much, but check out the most recent episodes of the Hot Sauce to learn more, and also check out the links in the description, because there's many great tweets and articles and videos that explain more. We talk about how the Trust EVM features full RPC compatibility, which makes it super easy for all the existing Solidity-based contracts and tooling and SDKs and code libraries to be interoperable with EOS, which will greatly help to attract new developers and Dapps and everybody to build and use amazing applications on EOS, and how it's compatible with all kinds of different tools like Remix and MetaMask and all the popular tools that are on Ethereum. And of course, it's also fully compatible with the EOS ecosystem too. So it works composably with all of the applications that are also already on EOS ecosystem that we featured in the dApp map. And it's going to be a beautiful synergy, bringing all these amazing applications together and empowering developers with these amazing tools that work with the Trust EVM. In the past week since the announcement, the EOS community has been very excited and also studying closely the details. There's many exciting details to learn about and to figure out exactly how this will work. So One thing that was really interesting was this week, we heard from Tobias, who is a developer, and I believe the founder of Jewel Wallet and Jewel Swap, who are quite a popular application, who are looking to integrate with EOS, with the Trust EVM. So we spoke about this a bit on the EOS Fireside chat, which we'll talk about in a moment. But yeah, check out in this interview with Tobias, and also check out Jewel Wallet too. They have some really great design. They have like a cool unicorn, basically the Jewel Wallet app, and the Trust and the Jewel Swap application allows people to do non-custodial trading and purchasing with EOS, and also with like Google Pay and Apple Pay, and very popular payment platforms in over 60 million shops worldwide. So it'll allow people to pay with EOS in restaurants and in shops and so forth. So that's really cool. It was great hearing this Helios interview with Tobias to learn about Jewel Swap, and it's great to see all these amazing applications that have been building with EVM blockchains for a while and have all these great developments, and now they can easily port over to EOS with the Trust EVM. So it's really cool to see apps like Jewel Swap building. I know Old Timers and several other apps are also building with it, are also building with the Trust EVM. So yeah, really cool. During this week, during the EOS Community Fireside chat, we also talked about the Trust EVM quite in depth. So we talked about how the Trust EVM benefits EOS, and also the EVM token sale and the upcoming Yield Plus Blue Paper, which is creating economic incentives to increase liquidity and yield earning opportunities on both EOS and the EOS EVM. And also now you can check out the descriptions of the two videos to see precise timestamps on exactly all the different topics. So here for the last like half hour or so, we focused quite a bit on Trust EVM. So you can explore there to find exactly what topic interests you. I recommend listening to the whole thing too, because it's fascinating. I always enjoy attending these fireside chats very much. They're every Wednesday, so you can attend and learn about the Trust EVM and many great applications building on EOS. Also, the ENF has recently been producing a lot of clips from the fireside chats and also from other various content. There's so much content that's great being created in the EOS ecosystem. So you can check out this tweet and the short clip that was featuring Eva Rose talking about how EOS token holders are the largest shareholders of Trust EVM and all the great benefits that the Trust EVM will bring to EOS. Definitely recommend checking these out. There's a lot to learn about the Trust EVM, and the EOS community has been learning very much. And in addition to the EOS community, also the wider EVM community, many EVM enthusiasts. So there's this tweet from Trimbot here, and Trimbot went into the EOS Trust EVM Telegram chat, which I've been following. And there's a developer here named Esteban who was talking about how he's worked with lots of EVMs, and EOS EVM is by far the fastest, and he can't believe how fast blocks are. There's also a lot of other great comments from EVM developers in this chat as well. So yeah, it's super exciting to see all of this. And then also I was thrilled to see Cool Wave Capital bring back the EOS Cool Wave Capital reports. So he brought back, or he made, the CWC Cool Wave Capital newsletter number 52, where he expressed confidence about the Trust EVM. The he I'm referring to here is Taylor Riker, who's an active EOS community member, and he's a CWC partner and blockchain researcher. I've been following Cool Wave Capital for a long time. I love their art and their imagery and their analysis, because they do some really great like in-depth analysis of EOS, and they have some really thoughtful discussions, and they were very confident and shared a lot of great insights about the EOS EVM during this newsletter. They also make some cool memes too, which you can see. So yeah, that was great. It's good to have CWC back. They were talking about how they're happy to see how EOS can save Ethereum and allow EVM dApps to reach their full potential and mass adoption for the beginning of Web3. So links are also in the description for that and for all these different things. And there's also links in the description for the transcript of the launch event for the EOS EVM. So that And then that was, of course, like 2 weeks ago now or so. And you can also listen to it as well. You can listen to the full transcript in English, you can listen to the full recording in English, and then you can read the full transcript on this blog post. Again, links in the description. And this blog post also has it well organized with lots of, in addition to the transcript, also tweets and like a pretty full explanation of just many, many great things and exciting parts about the EOS EVM. So check those out. It's really great to learn about EOS EVM, and it's super exciting to see all this ongoing information and bite-sized pieces and refined content to help everybody understand the benefits, the tremendous potential of Trust EVM to benefit EOS, to benefit the world, and to completely revolutionize the blockchain ecosystem and the world. And then also, there's this one other tweet that I wanted to show you too. So basically the Trust EVM, it'll be the most performant EVM on the market, and it'll be launching in Q3 of this year, I think in September, October, so just a few months from now. And it will already be launching with a full suite of world-class products from the Trust EVM team and from the EVM development team. So here's a great tweet to learn about that more. And yeah, overall, this Trust EVM is super exciting. We've talked about it, and we will learn much more about it. And it's been great learning about it in the past couple of weeks since the launch. And I'm very thrilled and excited for the future of Trust EVM. And I'm happy that we have all this great content to share. So this is also something that we as the EOS community should share to get the word out about the Trust EVM. I'll check the chat again. I see lots of enthusiasm and fire and party. It looks like everybody's having a really good time in here. So yeah, thanks everybody. Trust Network for the win. That's right, Pablo, real spicy. And it's worth mentioning that token holders are the major shareholders of Trust EVM. Yeah, so there's a lot of synergies. During the Fireside chat, Zach talked about like 7 or 8 different ways with liquidity pools and transactions and all sorts of different ways that the Trust EVM and the EOS EVM benefit one another. So there's a lot to learn, and it could take a little while to wrap your head around it because like there's so many cool and elegant ways that these work together. But yeah, it'll be very beneficial for EOS for sure. And then also during the Fireside chat, which we were just talking about, I wanted to feature it a bit more here too, because there's some exciting developments with the EOS Fireside chats. So the EOS community has been meeting with Fireside chats for several months on every Wednesday at, I believe, 3 p.m. EST, which is 19 UTC. Yeah, 19 UTC. And there's always great discussions. I always attend every one of these Fireside chats, and they're always super exciting and very helpful and really fun. It's really fun to be able to talk with everybody in the community. This week, there were approximately 50 passionate EOS community members, and we discussed a wide variety of exciting topics. So in addition to the Trust EVM, we also discussed Pomelo Season 2 and how there was overall like approximately twice as much project and just huge growth overall. We'll share more updates about Pomelo Season 2 in the future after the Pomelo team has analyzed the data more, but there's lots of great things that we discussed here. And again, you can check out all the different particular parts and segments that you find most interesting in the show notes for the Fireside chat. So you can check out the community thoughts on Pomelo Season 2 and Pomelo Season 2 statistics and when the funds will be claimable and the benefits of building your reputation with the community and quid pro quos and so forth. And we also talked about the ENF grant framework and grant ventures, which are very exciting, and the Yield Plus Blue Paper during this Fireside chat as well. There's also a great tweet here with more details about the Yield Plus Blue Paper and how that will create economic incentives to help grow EOS. So yeah, I'm really stoked to see that the ENF is scaling up the production team and coming out with all these great tweets and also organizing all the video content to make it really easy. So when somebody has a question, we can just quickly send like exactly the video that people need, or when we want to share about how EOS can help in this certain way, people don't have to sort through a 3-hour talk to find something that's really amazing. That could be difficult. People have short amounts of time. So when we can share the most action-packed and exciting and helpful short clips to help everybody learn about EOS as efficiently as possible. So that's really great. I definitely, of course, recommend checking out and listening to and joining these EOS community Fireside chats. Then there's also this great spotlight from Jenner EOS, Genpool Spotlight featuring Eva Rose and Zach Gall that it was a fascinating conversation from a few weeks ago, and there was a point somewhere around 50 minutes. I believe the link is in the description too, with more about how the excellent content that's being created by EOS every day, and there's so much content, and how we're creating this archive of well-produced content to help educate the world about EOS and attract new community members. So check that out as well. And yeah, join the EOS Fireside chats, and you can speak with EOS community leaders in the Discord every Wednesday at 19 UTC. You can also see all the previous, or listen to all the previous Fireside chats here on the Everything EOS channel, and then all these other content outlets with like the EOS Mandel meetings and EOSIO Plus coalition meetings. These are all going to have great content that's being produced from them too. So yeah, check it out. Really great stuff, and I hope to see you there. It's really fun. It's really fun and so insightful. So many different things to learn. And also, speaking of the EOSIO Plus coalition, so there's been some big moves this week. The EOSIO coalition met for the second public meeting, and the ENF released the first EOSIO Plus coalition report. So this is really unprecedented and really exciting and super helpful for the world as a whole. And the EOSIO Plus working group has been working for the past few months, and we've spoken about it more in the past. So we'll just give a quick overview here, but definitely check out the Medium post to learn more. So basically, 4 initial founding blockchains, EOSIO blockchains, EOS, Wax, Telos, and the UX network, have committed to work together and form a coalition to combine resources of $8 million in annual funding to advance the development of the EOSIO protocol, which is so helpful for everybody in EOS, everybody in the world as a whole. So the coalition is just a month old since it formed, and there's lots of things that are coming out that's really exciting. And it's also great to see that the ENF has released the first of a series of bi-weekly EOSIO coalition reports to track the coalition's progress. So you can watch the full video here and listen to the full video here. And then you can also read the report here to learn a breakdown of all of the exciting developments. So this week there was coalition funding. So as I said, the first $2 million denominated in USDT has been deposited into a multi-sig treasury account on EOS, and the official voters and voting weight have been determined to decide who will govern over this funds and who will decide it. You can see the governing weight here. You can also see the statement of purpose and learn much more about exactly what the EOSIO coalition is aiming to do here. And you can learn much more about the development, how it formed, and then you can check Blocks.io if you're interested to see the USDT and the different voters like Eva Rose and the Wax team and Gnome from UX and so forth, who have voting weight in the MSIG treasury. So there's that, which is great to see. And then during this this coalition meeting too, then there was also lots of exciting topics that were discussed. So they discussed the funding of the treasury and the governance, and they also talked about some new development initiatives and how they'll communicate, and maybe using a voting app, and also the scalability plus working group. So this is another subgroup that formed out of the EOSIO Plus coalition, and it's working to define objectives and discuss how to measure the improvement of scalability for EOS for the future of Web3. So they've been talking about faster finality to make transactions even faster, and also RAM optimizations in all sorts of ways to help EOS be as helpful as possible and as useful as possible for future apps building on the future of the internet and Web3. And there's also another subgroup that formed too, which is the EOSIO Plus software development subgroup, which is defining standards and processes to integrate code from outside developers. There might be other EOSIO chains joining the coalition, and also defining the processes for new code to be prioritized and implemented, and release of new code. So there's a lot of great development going on here. Check out the links in the description to learn more about what's going on in the world of the EOSIO coalition. And you can also check out the GitHub repository as well. And then also in the world of EOS development is the weekly Mandel upgrade meeting. So this week, 21 EOS community members met for the 12th Mandel upgrade meeting to share the latest news regarding the EOS Mandel consensus upgrade, which of course, the EOS community is now developing the Mandel core software independently of the former developers, and progress is going well, slated for release this year. You can check out all the different topics again in the links in the description of the YouTube video. During this week's meeting, the participants discussed the progress with various operating systems like Mac and Windows and all the different things like that, surveys for Pomelo participants, and a web IDE, and using Docker, which can be a very helpful tool, and testing progress on the Jungle testnet, and also much more. So yep, there's also, of course, summary notes for this meeting that you can see over here, and you can find summaries and recordings on the Everything EOS YouTube channel, and also the Mandel GitHub repository for all of the Mandel meetings. So it's great to see the progress with the EOSIO and the EOS. Then there's so much great progress going on with EOS in general. And yeah, so this has been a fun-filled and thrilling and very news action-packed, exciting show so far with so much content to discuss. I'm glad also to see lots of people in the chat. We have Yaro and Pablo and Justin Freeman. The Trust EVM and EOS EVM are the same. It's just different words for it. So the Trust EVM is the EOS EVM, Justin, to clarify that. And thank you, Manohar, for clarifying that already in the chat. When we spoke about why the EVM token can help in the video. So check that out, Justin. And yeah, Ism and everybody in the chat, it's great to see. It's absolutely great for all these multi-chain EOS chains to work together. And yeah, it's going to be really helpful for EOS and really exciting. So we have that. And hey, Moro, it's good to see you. It's good to see everybody. Something that everybody who's in the live chat can do right now is enter in the Party Cracker giveaway. So we're doing a Party Cracker giveaway this week with many awesome NFTs. So if you want a chance at winning some great EOS NFTs with lots of different applications, some of which are on the EOS dApp map, then what you can do is go to the most recent tweet from EOS Nation and do exactly what Yevon and Palmer did here and type in your EOS account name and hit reply. And that will enter you for a chance to win Party Crackers with great EOS NFTs. And also while you're here, remember to hit the retweet button, hit the like button, as I was saying before. And as we all love to do, and we all will greatly benefit from doing, and everybody will greatly benefit from doing, share this, share the video, share the EOS dApp map and all the great developments with the EOS EVM and just all the great developments going on in EOS to help grow the EOS ecosystem and help spread the word about all the profoundly helpful work for EOS and for the world as a whole. Thanks everybody for being here. And yeah, spicy, spicy, spicy. Let's go on to the next spicy topics, everybody. Let's do it. So a very spicy topic that we have now is Wordproof appointing a new CEO. So Wordproof announced that Marlos Pump will be the new CEO of Wordproof. She will help increase transparency and accountability and trust on the internet as a whole with the power of EOS. So Marlos is taking over for Sebastian van der Lans, who is the founder of Wordproof. He founded in 2019. And yeah, Wordproof, I've been following them for a while. They're doing some really cool things. They're aiming to create a new standard for a more reliable, safe, and trust EOS ecosystem, or not EOS ecosystem as well, but trustworthy internet as a whole with the Wordproof timestamp ecosystem. So they work with I was forgetting the name of it, but yeah, basically some of the largest website applications in the world, which the name will return to me pretty soon. It's the website that has or it's the website development software that literally has the most developers in the world, like 60% of the developers, and it's really simple word that I'm just forgetting. But yeah, basically, Wordproof enables and empowers internet users and content creators with tools to make it really easy to timestamp website data to EOS to make it so it's transparent and accountable. In 2020, Wordproof was awarded with a 1 million euro grant as winners of the Blockchains for Social Good contest hosted by the European Innovation Council, which is super important, of course, and super important to make the internet more accountable. You can check out the Wordproof ecosystem and how it works here. WordPress, that's the word I was looking for. WordPress sounds so similar to Wordproof. So yeah, Wordproof works with WordPress. Sorry for the lapse in memory, but Yeah, Wordproof works with WordPress, and WordPress is hugely popular, and Wordproof makes it really easy to timestamp with that. So it's really great to see. Wordproof has also made a huge amount of progress since earning the €1 million grant, including a partnership with EOSIO, which is one of the most popular WordPress plugins with over 350 million downloads. And the ENF recently agreed to fund and support Wordproof as a matching partner for the next round of the EIC Accelerator program, because Wordproof is a public good that has mass adoption use case that could be super helpful for the internet. And this grant will help ensure that Wordproof prioritizes EOS as the blockchain of choice for timestamping all of the articles and all the posts on the internet as Wordproof becomes a market leader with major search engines and many of the most popular websites in the world. So you can learn more about the ENF's work with Wordproof and the ENF Q1 22 quarterly report. There's a blog post here, and you can also scroll through it and find out all the great stuff. There's also so many other great things that the ENF is doing as well. So yeah, it's really awesome to see all the developments going on with Wordproof, and that's using EOS to empower creators and make the web more safe and accountable and trustworthy and reliable. So it's awesome to see. And I am also happy to see Marlo as the new CEO and working beside the team and working beside Sebastian to help empower creators and empower the world and make the internet better with EOS. So that's really great. Next topic that we'll discuss about is Vigor 2.0. So Vigor DAC has entered into agreement with Origin to assume the ongoing development and restructuring and multi-chain expansion of the Vigor protocol. Vigor is a innovative lending platform on EOS that has been one of the community DeFi apps on EOS for the past few years that has been doing a lot of exciting work that enables people to borrow the Vigor stablecoin backed by EOS assets and earn income on EOS assets by lending EOS assets as insurance assets to back loans, and also to reduce exposure to price volatility by holding the Vigor stablecoins, and also, of course, creatively compose Vigor stablecoin and the VIG fee token for all kinds of creative functionalities with many different exciting DeFi applications on EOS. So you can check out Vigor AI and the application and all the great work they're doing on vigor.ai, their website, and learn more about how it works. They have a really well-designed website and explanations that really easily break down exactly how to use Vigor. So I like to see that very much. And you can also learn more about the Vigor DAC, the community, which has over 100 candidates and 21 custodians who are voted every day to guide and support the future of the open source Vigor protocol. So Origin is an experienced team with many great entrepreneurs and developers who are designing and building and enhancing blockchain protocols to create benefits for the global economy. And Origin will now accelerate the release of Vigor 2.0 with lots of new functionality and new assets and derivatives and a new economic model. You can check out the Origin website here as well. All the links are in the description, and they have some really cool design and show exactly how they're helping as well. And also, in addition to the ongoing development of Vigor on EOS, Origin will also expand Vigor to the UX network, which is an EOSIO blockchain. It's one of the founding blockchains on the EOSIO Plus Coalition, who are, of course, doing really great and exciting work. So yeah, that's cool. Links in the description. And of course, you can learn more about the EOSIO Plus Coalition in the report, as we talked about before. So cool. I think we have two more topics today. The first topic that we'll discuss is the EOS ETP is now listed. So Patrick Lowry, the CEO of Iconic Funds, announced that the EOS ETP is now listed on Börse Stuttgart, which is a European stock exchange. The physically backed ETP offers investors access to EOS through a liquid regulated vehicles without the technical challenges of setting up private keys or crypto wallets. Basically makes it really easy for institutions or people who aren't very technical to be able to invest in EOS in the European market. And of course, there's many big institutions in the EOS market who I'm sure many of them will love to invest in EOS in an easy way, especially as people learn about all the benefits of EOS that are going on. And also many people who are already aware of the benefits because EOS has been doing so much great work. So you can learn more about the EOS ETP from the links in the description. This tweet here, there's also the press release with lots of information about exactly how it works and more articles from Iconic Funds. So that's really great to see. And there's also a great discussion with Eva Rose and Chris Barnes from Helios about the EOS ETP in a recent EOS ETP or in a recent Fireside chat as well, where you can learn more. And that link is in the description as well. And in addition to Mr. Lowry, there's also Helios, who had a vital role in helping to set up the EOS ETP. So Helios is a Web3 and VC incubator in EOS and EOSIO, who are doing really great work empowering the community. Helios, if you're not familiar, there's a group of passionate EOS users and developers and investors, many great people in the EOS community who are doing really helpful work. And this week, they released the Helios Q1 Report. So you can check out the Helios Q1 Report here at the tweet and the website, and you can see all the great stuff that Helios has been doing for the community. So just to highlight a few of them right now, the first thing, or perhaps the biggest thing, I don't know, Helios has done a lot of great things, but one thing that's really exciting is establishing the Helios Incubator Program. So there's been, I think now 4 waves of the Helios Incubator Program, which is basically helping applications and teams build with EOS and EOSIO. You could check out the page on the website for the Helios Incubator, and it explains how it works. It's an 8-week program, and you can also see different founders and teams like Goodblock and CTF and Hoke and Tech and Freeos, EOS Starter, and so forth, that are working with the Helios Incubator. They've also been scaling up quite a bit over the past couple of weeks or a couple months, actually, since they started, and providing a lot more services. You can learn more about the Helios Incubator on their blog. They have several blog posts about the incubator and all the work that Helios is doing. So you can learn about Helios Wave 3 and learn all sorts of different tips about and advice and helpful information to help create helpful businesses with EOS and EOSIO. So that's great. I love to see the work that Helios is doing. Another big thing that they did this quarter was launch the block producer, the Helios block producer, to help the EOS network. And they also set up some APIs that are based off of the GrayMass APIs. They work with some great developers in the EOS community to make it happen and make it work. There's also this cool video too about there. I love to see the art and the media that Helios is putting out. And there's also a description here about exactly what the Helios is doing with the block producer and how they're bringing value to the EOS network. So yeah, Helios is doing lots of great things. They also set up an EOSIO job wall where people can find jobs in EOS. And then of course, they've also been publishing great content on the Helios YouTube channel. So I've been greatly enjoying learning from the Helios YouTube channel. There's lots of great interviews and updates going on. I recently listened to the Helios Sunrise interview with Ursa Polaris Records. Andrew Ware is doing great work. So many great EOS community members here. So I'm very appreciative for Helios for the great work they're doing. There's also the interview about the EOS EVM with the team from JewelSwap and CTF, and also, of course, the great interview with Dan Larimer from Fractally with Gabriel Shaw. So yeah, it's great to see all the great work. It's great to see all the great work. It's wonderful to see all the amazing work of Helios and all the people who they're featuring in the EOS community. So I'm very thankful to Helios. I'm thankful for the transparent report showing all the progress. And I'm also very thankful for everybody who's helping to create all this amazing work and all this incredibly helpful work in the EOS ecosystem as a whole that Helios is featuring, and also Charles and the EOSBees are featuring with the EOS dApp map. So there's so much great work. Definitely check out this map again. You can also check out the NFTs and share this amongst friends to help get the word out. Everybody, thanks everybody for being here. Check in the chat one more time. I very much appreciate it. I see lots of rockets and spiciness, spicy peppers and fire. So yeah, thanks everybody. I appreciate it. I love Wordproof, and I love all these apps that are building here on EOS. And I love to see the EOS dApp ecosystem. And I love all the amazing apps that we've been featuring with the EOS EVM and Helios and on the map. ENF. So we're doing super helpful work for EOS and the world as a whole. I'm so excited to share this news with you all today, and I'm looking forward to much more exciting and spicy news next week on the Hot Sauce. Until then, everybody, remember to keep it spicy, keep it very spicy, and like and subscribe and share, help grow EOS, share the EOS dApp ecosystem app. And thank you, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Keep it spicy. Hot sauce, hot sauce, hot sauce. Go EOS.